everyone. Welcome to this week's Power Up. So happy to have you here. I'm Trisha Hirschberger, of course, joined by the lovely and talented Maude Garrett to tell you all of the things we have been playing, watching, and reading this week. How are you, Maude?
I'm good. It definitely feels like Friday, that's for sure. And I'm just, you know how everyone has GSD days where you just got to get shit done? That's what I have been doing today. Oh my God, Zelda got her hair cut.
Ooh.
It's a bit chonk. I thought it was her hair. And I was like, no, she's just a bit thicker because she's got all this fluff on her. I got a thick dog.
But now that the fluff is cut, you see that it's just thick?
She a thick girl. Her head is so small and her body's just a little wider. And then yeah, I've just been trying to set up my place a little bit more, just trying to get things happening.
Awesome.
It's so fun when you move house and you're like, oh, I actually haven't had a hot shower this whole time. So now I have really hot water, which is great. No more lukewarm showers. The ants are making themselves at home here, so that's been fun.
Yeah,
There's always
that
little
happens.
things like that, growing pains and stuff.
But
I'm screaming
GSD.
now.
GSD, getting stuff done, right?
Yep, that's exactly the family-friendly version that I should have said. Yes.
You should say whatever you want to say. That's just the version that I would say now. Because there's a tiny human who repeats everything that lives in my house with me and is quarantined with me for the past 6 months. Oh, God.
We're gonna have a drink during Power Down.
Yeah, totally. 100% yes. But I'm excited for this brief respite to discuss all the things that we're playing, watching, and reading. So, should we bring in Amy to tell us what's going off in the world of playing?
I want to hear some news.
Let's do it. Hi, Amy.
Hi guys!
Hi.
Woo! We've made it to Friday. I forgot what day it was. Cool. So yes,
Have had that kind of week, by the way. I just want to look at chat and be like, is this what's is everyone just kind of feeling like today's a bit of a day? Anyway.
Everyone I've had a meeting with today told me that their days are like all sorts of off kilter. Like the kids are freaking out. If you have kids, the distance learning struggles and work is just piling on out of nowhere, or like last minute requests are coming in out of nowhere that need to be responded to right away. Like today is just the day of all of the crap hitting the fan for a lot of people, at least.
Yeah.
You know what though? STS2884 in chat says it's been a good day for me. So that's
I'm
good.
so glad to hear that.
Bring your positivity this way, please.
and you know what's positively exciting?
What's positively exciting about Fall Guys?
I gotta say a pun first. Sorry, Ollie Mawson. This is so good, and I love puns. It needs to see the light of day. Ants, if you get 10 of them, you can start charging them rent because they're tenants.
Hey, that's actually pretty good.
That was worth interrupting the news. I am so sorry. Dun, 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 dun. Go, Amy.
So Fall Guys, you might have heard of it. It's a pretty big deal. They have crossed 7 million units on Steam and is the most downloaded PS Plus game of all time.
True story.
Whoa.
I have seen people play it. I haven't played it myself because I can't, which is a huge bummer. But I want to know what y'all think of it, especially seeing the graphics on our screen right now. It looks so fun.
Looks fun, but really difficult. I don't know. Like, I feel like I have to have, it's luck. It's luck for me.
Wait, neither of you have played Fall Guys yet?
I've seen people play. I've felt like
my heavens. I have played a lot of this game. And actually, along with the news, they just announced it for Gamescom announcements yesterday. Maybe all the days are blending together for me. That season 2 of Fall Guys is announced, and it's going to be all medieval skins. So knights and wizards and that kind of stuff. But basically, yeah, you're like a jelly bean that just has to not fall in the pink stuff. And so 59 of you compete to not fall in the pink stuff. And whoever's the last one standing wins the crown. And so crowns give you bragging rights, etc.
I was led to believe that season 2 would be Winter Guys, but I understand the premise of it now. All right, Ollie's is better. I'm just warming up. Guys.
Yeah, just getting started. But so lots of exciting Fall Guys news. I'm sure there's a lot of folks in the chat who've played. Zraken75 says, Fall Guys is fun to watch. Mighty X says, I missed every Fall Guys stream. I've been living in a cave. I will tell you, this has been really fun to squad stream with friends. So I've gotten to squad stream this with Gary Whitta and Kate Stark. I've gotten to squad stream it. I know Maude's pointing at herself. Maude, when you want to squad stream Fall Guys, you just let me know, girl.
I'm streaming now.
You are streaming now. And Nathan and a couple other people in chat earlier were saying how awesome your streams are.
They're not great, Trisha.
Yes,
They're
they
not.
are.
I have panicked.
Don't undersell yourself.
Most of it. I'll tell you all about it in my playing, but no. Fall Guys, I'm in. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Yeah, just
get promo.
Get it on Steam, and then we will add each other on Steam, because I don't know what your Geek Bomb Steam account is, but we will add each other on Steam, and then, yeah, you can squad stream, because Geek Bomb's a partner channel, right?
It will be in a month.
Then we will squad stream in a month, but until then, we can multi-Twitch.
If I get my affiliate, if I do the affiliate requirements within my first month, which I think I've already almost hit.
Yay!
I'm only going to call it 1.5 streams. One of them wasn't even a real stream. One of them was just like, I'm just going to, yeah, it was just like circling the drain, basically. But now I'm getting, yeah.
You are doing great, and I'm proud of you, and I cannot wait to stream some Fall Guys with you. Even if we have to not squad stream, we'll finagle it. But I also had the opportunity to squad stream this with Jovenshire and Lasercorn and Atomic Mari. We all played one day. So it's a good game to jump into with friends. Because the matches are short. Huh?
Who's good and who's shit?
The fun thing about this game is kind of everybody's good and everybody's crap.
That's beautiful.
It is beautiful. This is why everyone enjoys it, because everyone can play the game, and so much of it is random that it doesn't matter how awesome you are, you could get eliminated in the first round, and it doesn't matter if you're bumbling your way through, you could have beginner's luck and get a cron your first time. So
damn. I've seen clips of it, yeah, and some of them it's like anxiety inducing, where it's like the platforms fall away.
It's so rage inducing, but it's so cute, but also rage, but also cute.
Someone said that the Gary one was really great. What did Gary do?
Have you ever watched Gary Whitta's streams?
No.
He's one of my favorite humans in the entire world, and for anyone watching or listening to this, also the writer of Rogue One. You know, no big deal. So he's an incredibly brilliant and very witty and just smart on the ball guy. And a while ago, he started a Twitch channel, not originally for gaming. I think he was originally doing film commentary, even potentially on his own films, but likes to play games, so then started playing games. And he's just a hilarious human. So now he appears pretty frequently on Kind of Funny Games and their podcast, and he's doing their XCast series with them. But his Twitch channel is just a scream. I love it. He and I followed each other online for a long time. And then at TwitchCon this past year, we're like, hey, neither of us are 13. You want to hang out? Because TwitchCon has a lot of younger folks there. And so Gary and I kind of like leached onto each other and hung out and had the best weekend. And he and I, and Kate was with us too, Kate Stark, who I was also playing with. We kind of all palled around at TwitchCon this past year. Gary is, the funny thing about the Gary stream is Gary is the F-bomb every 2 seconds. He uses the F-bomb like a comma. He's one of those people. He also has a British accent, which makes for a fun, you know.
But the best accent out there. I've said it a million times.
You love it. So Gary, especially playing Fall Guys, is, you know, F this and F that guy, and how dare that guy F this, you know, and I'm like, on the other end.
I just realized aesthetically I don't like my shot.
Okay, well, you can fix it.
There we go. I just had a plant growing out of the top of my head.
Well,
it happens, you know.
Now you don't, and it just.
No, I have balance. My feng has been swayed.
There you go. It's perfect. Well, Amy, thank you so much for telling us what's going off and all about Fall Guys. Hey, Maude, what you playing?
Okay, I've been streaming. It's been really cool. Except, you know, my first one sucked. I'm trying to play Knights of the Old Republic. That's the goal. That's like, I downloaded it on initially Steam, but it kept crashing. And so I got it on GOG. And I was just like, I really want to stream this. So that's always been the goal. And it hasn't happened yet. So the first time when I went to stream, I told you all about it. And then so instead, I ended up playing retro games. And because I realized I had to play something out of a browser. And I have a site that I have been playing retro games on for like the last 5-6 years, namely NetHack. But I went on a trip down memory lane and played the games that I used to play as a kid on MS-DOS. And then some of them were Where is Carmen Sandiego? There's 3 versions on archive.org.
Yeah.
And I found the version that I used to play when I was 7 years old and I'd finished my work early. And so you got computer time. And I was super competitive like that. And I really wanted time on the computer. So I'd always finish my work first. And then I'd play Where is Carmen Sandiego? Turns out I am rubbish at geography, like real bad. I always have been, but then it was put on display. But we made it halfway through. There's no way to save this game though. So all the progress that you made is for nothing. I moved on and I was playing Leisure Suit Larry 2. Again, I was 7 playing that game. Shouldn't have.
Yeah, no, not appropriate for a 7-year-old.
No, and we went through it and I did some voice acting and you go on a dating show and Bob, was asking all of them these questions, right? And she's an absolute idiot. And the other 2 contestants were vile and so inappropriate. And so I'm just reading it out, having a really funny time. But there's a particular order that you have to do everything. And I got it out of order and I got shot and died. So I'm probably going to have a quick squiz over the walkthrough again just to get a refresher and then go back to where I died and then pick it up from there and do a stream from there on and finish it because it's so cringy and funny because it's not for kids. And then I played a little bit of Ghostbusters 2, which was hilarious because it's really hard to start. It's all mouse click.
That game's real hard. Yeah, I had that game.
And I was doing the slime, where you got to collect the slime from the stream and it's 3 scoops go up, 3 scoops go up. It glitched out so hard that it was just freaking out. The mouse was going everywhere. The body was going everywhere. It was flying across the screen and I still managed to complete the stage.
Nice.
So that was funny. So yeah, but yesterday I did a 3.5-hour stream playing Knights of the Old Republic 2. So I'm either going to play retro this afternoon or pick up where I left off on KOTOR 2. I might do a vote or a poll or something, but yeah, your girl be streaming, babes.
I love it. I mean, everyone's embraced streaming so much through a lot of this quarantine. It makes me so happy to see because Twitch is my happy place, and that's the only way I'm connecting with other people. So thank you to everybody who's here. Yes, Classy Librarian, I did play Leisure Suit Larry with my parents. That is a YouTube channel, a YouTube video on my YouTube channel of Trisha makes her parents play Leisure Suit Larry, and it's one of the newer ones, and it's funny
Does
too.
Does everyone in
because...
America say leisure?
Yes.
Not leisure?
No, not leisure. Leisure is I'm so fancy, I say leisure.
But that's because it's the right way to say it.
It's because it is the British or Australian way to say it, which Americans all think sounds much more posh.
Leisure.
Mm-hmm.
Leisure.
Maude, you just sound sexier and smarter than everybody else because you're from Australia. We know.
Is that true?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. When I used to go to hosting auditions, back in the day for infomercials and stuff, anytime an Australian girl walked out in front of me, I was like, well, I'm not getting this. Because Australian accent automatically makes you more knowledgeable and sexier, according to Americans.
I didn't think Australians had that. I think British have. But you can't tell the difference between British and Australian. Got it? Yes. I will take that. Okay.
America. Yep. It's very true.
What have you been playing?
I have been playing Beat Saber for my workouts. My trainer who we've been doing video training sessions through all this to try to keep my butt out of this chair all the time because this is where my butt likes to be. Actually texted me today and was like, friendly reminder to get in your workout today. And I was like, nope, that's not happening. But I have been pretty good about getting in at least one VR cardio using Beat Saber a week. And it's interesting because there are certain levels, especially as you go through the campaign, which is what I'm trying to work through, where you are not necessarily just judged on the rhythm aspect of the game of, can you slice the block in the correct direction on rhythm, but also how far your hands move.
Oh,
So you can't just like wrist it. You have to like full swipe it. So your arms are actually like going everywhere in order to beat certain levels, which really gets the heart rate up. It's really good for cardio. It really makes me sweat, and my arms are sore the next day. In fact, after I did my VR Walking Dead stream, my arms were sore for days from swinging
You're
Lucille
doing that,
around.
yeah.
I was swinging Lucille around two-handed. You needed two hands to do it.
Do you remember when the Wii first came out, Wii Sports, and everyone was like, "Ugh, ugh."
And everyone's throwing the Wiimote.
Later, and I'm here playing it.
Throwing it into their television.
It's like, that's how you play tennis. That's all you had to do. And it's like, as soon as I realized that you didn't have to really move, it's like with karaoke, when you realize like SingStar, you didn't actually have to sing the words. All you had to do is just go, and you got 100%. Yeah, I found every cheat.
just work that game. And the other game that I was playing that I wanted to talk about today is I got a chance to check out the Marvel's Avengers Beta.
Good?
It wasn't my favorite, I will say. Something felt very off and unfinished. Well, it was definitely unfinished. It's a beta. Let me preface it with that. So there were noticeable bugs, but we are pretty close to release, and I think I might be getting early access to the full game. So I will stream that once I get it to see if any of those things felt different. But overall, I didn't love, like the big thing with Insomniac Spider-Man, for example, is that you feel like Spider-Man while you're playing it. You're swinging from building to building. It's awesome. But as I was going through and playing as Thor or Cap or Iron Man or Hulk, they do play differently. Some of them play more differently than others. But I didn't find one that I was like, oh yeah, this is the shiz. I didn't get there. And in the beta, you play a lot as both Kamala Khan and the Hulk. And in the Hulk, there were like some tight platforming areas that I was like, this is not what I want to be doing as the Hulk. And you know,
he's not thin.
Yeah, so it was just it was.
You're a big boy.
There were things about it that weren't my favorite, but I'm still willing to give it another shot.
So did they also ask you to do like a meditation class with Hulk, and you're like, what?
Yeah,
He's
I was like, I don't want to have to do tight platforming with Hulk. Classy in chat says, yeah, that game seems super in need of work. So we'll see what happens once it actually comes out, and we'll see. I love Marvel. I love the Marvel heroes, and I love the voice acting cast that they built up for this. Plus, I'm in general a pretty big fan of most Square Enix games, so this should hit the boxes for me. And I'm trying to be cautiously optimistic, but the beta was not my favorite.
If you're a game developer, even special effects, some people might know I'm going with this. It must be so hard to be working on something where even from where you're standing, you're like, it's not good.
Yeah, I saw someone just said in chat, it was Draken75 said, I heard it's more entertaining with multiplayer. And I would bet that it is, because if you're going to be the Avengers, you want to play as the Avengers. So if you get really good at one hero-specific playstyle, and one of your friends is really good at another hero-specific playstyle, and you can team up, that could be cool. Yeah. But yeah, as single player, it just feels like, okay, now I'm going to play as this person for a while. Now I'm going to play as this person for a while. Yeah. Now I'm going to switch off to this person. And it's not really satisfying. And because you're switching heroes so often, the story, like, I wasn't super caring about the story. Again, disclaimer, all of this was in the beta demo, which is just supposed to give you like a bite-sized chunk of it. So yeah. I could feel very differently when I play the game. But those are my thoughts. Very mixed feelings, at least from the beta.
Alrighty. It's time to bring in Amy for a little bit of Bombs Away Q&A. Hi, dolls.
Hello.
Hit us with some questions.
Yes, I will be getting one from Twitch as well, so get those ready. This one is from Patreon, patreon.com/geekbomb. This one's from, I think your name is Richard, but there's a K in there, and that really confuses me. So Richard Helberg, best soundtrack in a game ever. What would you say is your favorite?
I know mine straight away, without question.
I'm very torn, so I can't wait to hear your "this is the answer."
This music, like, I have played it recreationally. If I hear a song from it, I get in a very good mood. When I first got a piano, like a keyboard one of my bored moments, so I'm going to pretend to, study or learn an instrument. I actually learned Gerudo Valley on the keyboard. I am talking about Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time on the 64. That is just the best music, hands down.
It is very good. And you know what's funny? My mind didn't even go to Legend of Zelda when this question came out, because I was like, I'm thinking, which games have I bought the soundtrack for separately? I know. Maude is shocked. Baldur's Gate. So the old school Baldur's Gate games, I used to use those soundtracks as the background for all my D&D sessions in high school. So
it's so funny. Every time I think about any of those, Diablo or Baldur's Gate, I just hear.
Well, when you purchase the soundtrack separately, it has monster guttural noises taken out of it. But that's one that I would definitely put up there. Journey's soundtrack is insane. There's so many good. But see, for me, when I think video game soundtrack, I think like, oh, what if I wanted to buy on vinyl? And I didn't think about The Legend of Zelda, which of course there are so many tunes from like retro and NES games that bring so much warmth to my heart. That don't discount Zelda. Zelda's great.
Like all of them, I love them. And then like someone remixed like the Sari's song.
Little weird guy in chat says, being a metalhead, original Doom soundtrack. Yes. Whoa. I was playing some Doom Eternal recently, and let me just tell you, the music makes that game a bajillion times more fun. Because you're like, this is scary, I'm fighting really horrible, gross stuff. But when in the background it's like, do-do-do, you're like, hell yeah. I'm going to
and then I think it was FPS said Witcher 3 and Dragon Age Inquisition soundtracks, which is so funny because I have played upwards of like 300 hours of those games. I've played Dragon Age Inquisition twice, and now I'm on my second replay of Witcher, which is all right, except sometimes it sounds like Eastern, because I was playing and my friend called me and she's like, are you at a day spa? I was like, no, I'm playing Witcher. So
That's hilarious.
I love that.
But yeah, video game soundtracks.
What?
I said yay, video. Yeah.
We just keep talking over each other. My bad. We should keep doing it.
Yeah, it's okay. All right, this next question is from the Catnip Ninja. What is one movie / game / story / etc. character that you think deserves a spin-off?
Movie character. Oh, like a hero in something that sort of deserves their own origin story of the like, or the like.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a hero.
I mean, I would take a Yennefer spinoff.
Oh, dang. Nice. Yeah. That's good. That's really good. Team Yennefer, yeah?
Yeah.
Like,
well,
yeah.
Yes and no.
Just because Trish sounds like Trish.
No, that's not why. I would also, speaking of people that I like and relate to myself, a Tifa Lockhart spinoff anytime would be great.
Who?
Tifa Lockhart from Final Fantasy.
I thought you said Letitia.
No, Tifa.
Tifa.
Chat is like, Triss all the way. Triss for life. See? I do like Yennefer. I really
do you know what it is?
Yennefer, but
in the game, Yennefer has a British accent, Triss has an American one. Yennefer's instantly more attractive.
It's the way that it works. I've been in this business for a long time. It's the way that it works.
I'm just trying to think what a good spin-off favorite character. Nothing's coming to me. I'll figure it out. Maybe I'll answer it in power down.
Yeah, you'll figure it out. Think
you know what my brain does? Just to give you an idea, I was trying to like cycle through some things, and the only thing my brain was screaming was Samurai Pizza Cats.
Okay.
It's not an answer. It's not an answer, but it's all my brain's giving me.
The answer can be whatever your heart tells you.
There's no wrong answer.
Wednesday Addams.
Okay.
Where is she now?
It'd be like the new Daria.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And for the best soundtrack question, I believe their name is pronounced Rickard.
Rickard. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's Rickard. Thank you, Rickard.
Mm-hmm. Rickard or
Sweet.
Rickard.
That's playing done, guys.
That's it. That's
Playing
it.
is down. Next we'll be watching, then reading, then we drink. Cool, cool, cool. Thank you so much for watching this particular episode of Power Up. Thank you, Amy, for giving us those questions and for giving us bombs away. Yes, Trish?
Just saying, yeah. I'm just saying, yes, girl. Get it. But with a pointer finger. Do people do that? I'm random. Yes, thank you, Amy. Thank you all out there for watching Power Up. And stick around because we'll be right back with watching.